They're gross! I'm just playing with you. Well, actually, at least in my opinion, yeah, they are pretty gross. The idea of combining a food with a liquid does not sound like my jam, no pun intended. I might eat the pieces separately from the milk, but not together. That just doesn't sound like a good time to me. And also, please ignore the giant that's pouring milk in a bowl back there. From a vase. I don't think I've ever seen that before, but I digress. But whether you like cereal or not, there's no denying that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. When they say that, it's true because if you had to wake up 5 days in a row at the ass crack of dawn every week, you're going to want to eat something in the morning. If you're going to be like, nah, I don't need that, well, prepare to be a grumpy ass. Prepare to not be motivated to do anything at all. Your body needs to be fueled. And you know what? I have no idea what determines what is considered a breakfast food or a lunch food or a dinner food. What the hell determines that? Like, I hear people say, wow, you have pizza for breakfast? That's pretty crazy. I don't get it. Like, is it any more crazy than, say, throwing a dolphin off a building? Like, I guess it has to be something simple, like these blogs, they're just simple videos that anybody can just watch and learn from. So maybe it can't be too many ingredients or something. It just gotta be something small and simple. It doesn't make your taste buds go wild or anything. I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking of snacks or something, but who cares? Now, cereal by definition is a grain used for food such as wheat, oats, or corn. Okay. If you eat corn with milk and eat it with a spoon, you have problems. But technically, they say corn is considered a fruit. Because there is a way to specify what a fruit is. And if it doesn't follow those guidelines, then it's not a vegetable, it's a fruit. There appears to be way more fruits than vegetables if that's the case. How about we just shut the hell up? If we think it's a vegetable, it's a vegetable. If we think it's a fruit, it's a fruit. Let's not go by its scientific definition anymore. Now, even though I was never really into cereal, I will admit some of the pieces or the grains that they use can actually taste pretty good. Obviously, it depends, but, if I'm going to try any cereal, I'll probably try the Cocoa Puffs, because it actually makes the milk chocolate milk, apparently. It's like those commercials where they're like, Cocoa Puffs makes everything chocolatey, even the milk. Even the milk. I think that's the only thing that would make chocolatey. Like, it doesn't make the bowl it's in chocolatey, it doesn't make the spoon you eat it with, or fork if you're a weird ass, it doesn't make that chocolate. It doesn't turn the table chocolate if you happen to spill any on it. No, it makes the milk chocolate. You don't have to say even. But what am I blabbering about? However, though, a lot of those cereals are pretty bland tasting. I'm looking at you, Cheerios. Look, maybe Cheerios, the original ones, might have been the first breakfast cereal brand. And they were still trying to figure out how to add flavor to food back then. That's okay. But I'm pretty sure they still make it in 2021. And by now, we have so many variants and with so many flavors. Why eat just Cheerios when you can have the Trix or the Fruit Loops or the Lucky Charms? Like, it baffles me. In fact, they make a book, right? They make this little math book for little kids where you, glue Cheerios onto the pages. It's more like a cardboard page than a paper page. But so basically, you glue the Cheerios onto the page, say, how many wheels does a car have? And you'll just glue them on there. Okay, so now we're putting our food inside of our books? Was that the purpose that these things were given? Over putting them in our damn stomach? I'm getting ahead of myself. But you do add fruit to cereal. And we're talking real fruit, not corn, not anything that we used to think was a vegetable that is now classified as a fruit for some reason because of the necessities or whatever. No, we're talking real fruit here, like strawberries, blueberries, stuff like that. If you added that to your Cheerios, it might give it more variety. But as for the regular Cheerios by themselves, what the hell is the point? I mean, okay, water tastes pretty bland tasting as well. But the thing is, water is a drink. And it's refreshing, it's cold. If you were in the desert in the smack-ass summer, would you rather have freaking water or a Mountain Dew? Probably water, because it's a lot thinner. And, it's easier on your throat to drink something that's thinner than something that's thicker. And you're definitely not going to want to have a milkshake, of all things. That'd make it hot anyway, but I digress. That's not the point. So yeah, it's something that our body needs. even if it doesn't have much of a flavor. If I was thirsty, I wouldn't complain too much to be given water. I probably would rather have milk or something with more flavor, but water's fine. I wouldn't be complaining too much. Cheerios are a food, and they are the equivalent of water. They barely have any taste to them. Like I said earlier, yes, you can add fruits to your cereal, like some kind of berry, to give it more variety, but I'm just saying, if we're putting them in children's books, then I think they might have a better purpose than to be swallowed. You know what I mean? Alright, well, one more thing before the episode's over. Remember those little prizes that they used to put in cereals? They've stopped doing that, apparently. And you know what? The reason is pretty obvious. Because, we're putting tiny-ass toys in there. A kid is going to swallow it. How many times has that happened before? Probably more than you'd think. And, it's a choking hazard. I don't know why that wasn't obvious since day one. If you're going to put something other than food in there, make it big. They used to put those computer games in there. As weird as it and dumb as that sounds, if you're going to put anything in there besides just the cereal, do that. They're not going to choke on a big-ass compact disc. I can pretty much guarantee you that. Well, folks, that was this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.